Good morning. Welcome back to the Headwaters of the Comal. I am Mindy Bonine. And believe it or not, this is our last fieldwork video of our little series of the excavations that have been conducted out at 41 CN 204. So for this video blog today, we're going to do a little wrap up of what kind of an update of where we are right now and basically how we're going to wrap up this project. So our current, and please feel free to sort of watch this blog, post me questions, and after this posting is finished, please feel free to continue to sort of like and subscribe, so we can get more outreach and more people interested in being able to watch our videos. So we are in Block A currently, and you may have noticed this in a couple of other previous videos out in Block A, but one of the things that sort of we ran into when we were kind of digging down past our one sort of, this is about 1.5 meters down from the surface, we ran into this, which is a big giant stream channel that was deposited many thousands of years ago in this very spot, and then ended up getting covered up by flood deposits. Our cultural material, our burned rock, and all of our flakes and all the bone and things like that were coming out of this unit pretty much stopped right here at this point. And so we kind of uncovered this stream channel, sort of enough to sort of figure out where it all was, and then we're considering this block to be closed. And the one question people might have, especially on a little video screen, is how can we tell that this is a stream channel rather than another big burned rock mitten? If you remember the burned rock mittens that were covering this entire block from one side to the other. And the simple answer is, at the beginning we didn't. We thought it was another sheet mitten. But then we started noticing that there weren't just larger sized rocks, there was tiny little gravels and pebbles that were mixed in with it. And when we started knocking open some of these rocks, they were not burned at all. So they were kind of covered with that whitish calcium carbonate that just about everything down here is covered with. But once you knocked off that calcium carbonate outer coating, you started noticing that there were sort of large portions of this were unburned rock. They were just natural stream gravels. Also, we had a big soil color change. We had it change from kind of a brownish, like a chocolate brown, to a more kind of orangey color, which you might be able to see sort of back here. So this soil is definitely a big giant change in the color. These big rocks here, which might have been big giant, sort of hearth feature rocks, turned out not to be burned either. So, and we think that these guys here might be rhyolite, or a rhyolitic limestone, which is much tougher than your average sandstone, which is maybe one of the reasons why they're still in really big shapes. So after we kind of encountered this and discovered what it was, we looked at a little bit more of the data that's been around, sort of accumulated around this site, and we're pretty sure that this gravel lens goes down quite a ways, and we're kind of at the termination of our cultural material at this point. So that's one of the reasons why we decided to sort of finish out our excavations here and close down the block. The very same explanation is true for Block D as well. Block D, we haven't really been doing any active excavations on that for quite some time. Right now, the only thing that we're taking out right over there is our column sample. So we're trying to take down the column sample, which is a sort of a small square that we're going to water screen. We're taking that all the way down to the sort of almost 3 meter marks, probably about 280. Until we hit the gravel layer that we found in that one. And then we're going to be water screening all of that. So far, we hit gravel there, gravel here. Block C, we're still in soil, so we're excavating out Block C, but we've got an excavation plan set up for that, to be able to sort of punch down to see if we can find, if we're going to run into this over there, or if we're going to be capturing a pocket of deeper deposits over there. So that is kind of towards, we're wrapping up our excavations, and that's probably one of the few last places that we're going to be going and doing some excavations. We might be poking our noses around somewhere else is to find some late prehistoric deposits. But other than that, we're going to pretty much finish up here for this excavation season at the Headwaters. So to give you kind of a little heads up, little stats, a little data to work with, because we love stats and numbers and data. So to give you a little idea about what we have done, I have a list. So we started out here back, our field preliminary preparations for this project was started back in October of 2018, and so we've been out here for quite a while. And over that period of time, especially through October and early November, we had lots and lots of rain, which sort of delayed our big sort of massive effort to go and dig out lots of dirt in this site. We have so far recorded 30 features here during this excavation season. And we have pulled out about 210 tons of dirt. And if you want to swing around, that pile of dirt right there is just an example of the dirt that we have pulled out. And this is only block A. And we haven't even had a chance to pile it all up yet. But to sort of give you a sense as to how much dirt we pulled out, that weight of soil is kind of about the same of a 1,500 square foot house. So give an idea. Give an idea how much volume of dirt we were pulling out. Block D has been excavated down more than 3 meters. That's about 10 feet below the ground surface. And we have taken 2,583 photographs so far. We have accumulated about 21 gigabytes of digital data, and that's only so far. And some of that is the really awesome 3D modeling of some of our hearth features and things like that. So we're super excited about being able to post that and have people get a chance to sort of look at that in real time. We have collected 54,829 artifacts so far, and we're still accumulating to that number. And we have produced 14 live videos. That's 13,000 viewing minutes. We've had 2.4K views. The flint napping video, which I believe is number 4, is by far our most popular. And it still continues, it was most popular at the time, and it still continues to be our most popular. So thank you, Chris, for being such a sort of a good sport and coming out here and showing us how to do flint napping. That was fantastic. So we are sort of, like I said, we're kind of wrapping up. Once we're done, and with this, either we're done in A, we're done in D, we're at C, we're going to see what we're going to find, but we probably won't go any deeper down than 3 meters, because that's kind of the maximum that we're going to be able to dig at this point, without some very big machinery and lots of shoring and sort of a lot more effort involved to go deeper than that point. We're going to sort of pull everything out, pull out all our shovels and screens and ladders and all that sorts of stuff, and we'll backfill all of this, and then the Headwaters will be able to sort of take these little spots and develop them into the wonderful interpretive summer center that you guys can all enjoy. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for continuing to watch. Please tell your friends and family about our little video series. We are kind of excited to try to continue this video series. So we're not just going to be doing little video segments on our excavations, but also all the stuff that happens back at the lab. So all the analyses that we conduct, sort of the information that we gather when we do report writing and things like that. We're going to try to sort of gather some of our experts together to be able to do a little video series of what they do, what we're doing with the material once we get it out of back into the lab, what kind of analyses we conduct on it. and what kind of results we're expected to get. And so we're also excited about trying to get that little video series together, which you should see hopefully in the next few months. So look for that. And then, and also don't forget, even though this is finishing, you guys can still post your questions. There will be people monitoring this YouTube channel, and if you have any additional questions, I'll be happy to answer them. I'm clearly not finished with this project yet. We have a lot more to go. This is just basically phase 1 of our entire process. We have several more phases to go, and I'll be working on this probably for the next year. It just won't be out here every day. So I'll be working back in the office and doing a lot of analysis and writing and coordination and all that sorts of stuff. So, but thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, please post them. We'll do our best to answer them. All right. Thank you very much.